My name is Jesus Ramirez, and you can find me on Twitter at JRFromPTC. In this video, we're going to talk about atmospheric perspective and how we can use it to create more believable composition. Look, so how does atmospheric perspective work? Atmospheric perspective, or aerial perspective, is the decrease in tonal range of an object as it recedes into the background. In other words, the further away that something is from the viewer, the less contrast it will have between its darkest and lightest point. Take a look at the sphere closest to us. Notice the contrast between the darkest and brightest color. Now notice how the contrast decreases as we recede into the background. This is atmospheric perspective. Now look at this photo of a town called Cholula in Puebla, Mexico. We can see that very same thing. The objects that are closer to us have more contrast and detail. For example, the trees. They have pixels that are very light and pixels that are very dark. As we recede further into the background, the contrast decreases and so does the detail. And there's not much difference between the lighter colors and darker colors. Overall, the trees in the background are brighter than the ones in the front. If you look at this tree here, which is one of the trees that is furthest back in the scene, you will see that it's pretty much one single color. No contrast, no detail. Keep in mind that the objects far off into the distance still have their shape and form, but the detail and contrast is what's no longer there. Also, notice how the objects in the background become less saturated and start taking the color of the sky. Any object that is far enough will simply disappear into whatever color the sky is.
Bagan, Burma. An ancient city located in the Mandalay region of Burma, Bagan contains over 2,000 temples and pagodas from between the 9th and 13th centuries. 13. Preikestolen, Norway. Also known as the Preacher's Pulpit, visiting the 600-meter high cliff is not recommended in winter or spring when the path to the top is paved with ice. In summer, though, the view of the valley below is breathtaking. The 12 Apostles, Australia. This collection of limestone stacks off the coast of Port Campbell National Park in Australia attracts roughly 2 million tourists every year.